For 7 years,
would you guys be able to introduce yourselves really quick?
I've produced the Truce podcast while holding down a full-time job driving a school bus. Literally editing and writing episodes while waiting for the basketball team or the robotics club. Okay, so this is the soundtrack I'm listening to while typing out the credits for this episode. That there is a swim meet. Or between routes, dropping kids off all over the county. In freezing cold school buses, while on family vacations, listening to audiobooks while cleaning my apartment or hiking or sitting on the floor of a high school. Using every spare moment. Working 50 to 60 hours a week. That model is not sustainable. It's a recipe for burnout or heart attack. So, I'm cutting the safety net. Starting September 21st, 2024, I'm leaving the relative safety of my full-time job to do this. Truce is unlike any other podcast out there. It's not about wringing our hands or talking down to the audience. It's about learning how we got to where we are today so we can do better. This show features renowned historians, not Christian celebrities, treating the audience as intelligent, instead of whittling everything down to application points. Together we've traveled to the stifling hot courtroom in Tennessee where science and religion were pitted against each other.
People were everywhere they could possibly be to get in.
We've excavated the truth about multi-level marketing schemes.
And you have to train yourself to think positively all the time, to always be selling.
Drove across Wyoming to understand how the ultra-wealthy use tax deductions to drive out poor people.
The Cowboys were on strike against the ownership. But the issue was really that these were major corporate interests.
This season alone features 2 Pulitzer Prize winners. And by the end of it, we'll understand the economics of Milton Friedman. We'll wrestle with the ups and downs of the women's rights movement and ask hard questions about the role that race played in bonding some evangelicals to the GOP. It's an ambitious project, the kind of thing that truly needs to exist. There are lots of voices out there telling us how to act or what to think. Not many are like Truce, equipping us with the backstory of how we got to where we are today so we can think for ourselves. So how about it? I have 2 challenges for you. First, we're about halfway to my fundraising goal of $40,000 a year. That's amazing. So far, only about 3% of listeners have partnered with me on this project. For just $10 a month, you can help me do this thing for real. Some people like working with their online banking to send me an automatic check every month. And that's great because it avoids processing fees. Others prefer Venmo at Truce Podcast. I can also do PayPal or credit card. To see how you can help, visit trucepodcast.com/donate. The first goal is to make Truce sustainable. No more crazy long hours. No more wondering if the money's gonna be there. My second challenge is that each of us tells 2 friends about the show. Just 2. Take out your phone and text your friends and family about Truce. Word of mouth is invaluable. Know someone at your local newspaper? Ask them to interview me. Do you host a podcast? Have me on as a guest. Goal 1, $10 a month. Goal 2, tell someone. And that's it. Small stuff, but together we're doing something extraordinary. Visit trucepodcast.com/donate to give $10 a month, and remember to share the show with your friends. And thanks for listening to the Truce Podcast. God willing, we'll talk again soon.